Hello guys, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to discuss about some more important methods of list. Okay, and this will be the last video for list, and from the next video, I'll start set. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to discuss about some important methods like reverse method, remove all method, isEmpty method, and how you can convert a list into an object type array. Okay, clear method, index of sublist. Okay, last index of, okay, these types of method I will discuss in this video. Okay, so let's start. So our first method is reverse method. Okay, so let's see how we can use reverse method. Collections dot reverse. Okay, and then you have to write the array list name. Okay, now if you just print this array list, then you can see this array list is now totally reverse order. Means if you just print it here like system.out.println al, then I think you can easily understand what is the difference, right? This way you can easily reverse any array list, okay, using reverse method. I think this method is clear to you. So our next method is remove method. Okay, if you just want to remove this element, this abc element you want to remove, so how you gonna remove any element in an array list? So okay, so the same thing, same methods are also applicable for linked list also. Okay, so for example purpose I just use this array list. Okay, so now next method is remove method, right? So let's see how we can use remove method. So in the remove method you can use the index value, also you can write the value, that value you want to remove. Okay, so let's go with our first concept is add any element with the index position. Okay, so you have to use the remove method and then you have to specify the index position. Right here I want to remove the first element, and what is the first element of my array list is this MNO, right? Because I reverse this array list, so that's why now my first element is MNO, right? So now if I just print it, then you can see now my first element means the MNO element is removed. Okay, now if you just want to remove any element with the with specifying the value, means if you just want to remove this this j, want to remove this jkl, then you can write jkl. Okay, this is the element you want to remove. Okay, so now if you just print it now, then you can see your jkl is also removed, right? I think this remove method is also clear. So it's not like that you can only remove any element or any like values, also you can remove any collection. Like suppose you have a collection, like you have a string type array list. Okay, let me take the string type array list. Okay, suppose you have this array list. Okay, and these two elements, this dhi and this def is also present in your str array list also. Okay, these two elements are also present in your AL array list also. Means this array list, in this array list you have this dhi and def, right? So now if you just use this remove method, so first thing is that to remove any collection from another collection you cannot use remove method. For that case you have to use remove all method. Okay, so AL dot remove all, then you have to specify the collection name. Okay, so now if you just print this array list, then you can see you have now only ABC. Why so? We have only ABC. Why so? Because this GHI and DEF is also removed. Why so? Because these two elements is also present in this str array list also. That's why these two elements are removed. Okay, I think you're getting my points, right? So because in my array list I have only one element, so I need to add some more element. That's why I will just copy this whole things again and I will just paste it, because I need this array list for giving you the examples. Okay, So if we just print it now, then yeah, now I have the same element second. So I want to say you ever remove method is that remove all or remove always give you boolean value, means that particular element is removed successfully or not. In the base of that thing, it will give you true or false. Like here, this array is successfully removed that particular element, means the first index position element is removed successfully. That's why this method will give you true. Okay, if in any case this remove method cannot remove that particular element or any index position's value, then in that case this remove method will give you false. Okay, I think this is also clear. So our next concept is, means our next method is isEmpty method. So isEmpty method will give you boolean value. Okay, if any particular array is empty, then this method will give you true, otherwise this method will give you false. Like as you can see in my array this AL, you have total 5 elements, right? So it means that this method will give you false. Why so? Because your array list is not empty. Empty means what? Empty means your array list has size 0. Okay, but your array size is what? 5, right? Because you have total 5 elements. Okay, so I think it's clear. So if you just print this like this way, print element AL dot is empty, then if you just run it, then you can see it will give you false. Obviously, because your array is not empty. If your array is empty, then this method will give you true. Okay. So our next method is how you can convert any array list into, or like any list, not like only for array list, any array. You can also use linked list. So how you can convert any list into an object type array. So in that case, you can use toArray method. Okay, let's take object. Okay, because this method will give you object type array. That's why you have to take an object type array list, right? So AL dot toArray. Okay, now this array list is now converted into an object type array. Okay, just want to get the elements that are present in this object array, then you can use for loop, or also you can use for each loop. Okay, so here I will use for each loop. Why so? Because for each loop is easy and you can easily understand, right? So object, and the syntax is also so small, right? So object O equal colon, then we have to write the object array reference, right? Then you can use like system dot out dot println O, right? So now just run it. So as you can see, all elements are present in your object array also. Okay, I think it's also clear. So our next method is indexOfSublist. Okay, so this method will give you the index position of the first occurrences of the target list. Okay, let me take the example, then you will can understand it better. So okay, so just take this array list. Okay, so you have this same element, this DHI in your AL array list also, right? Okay, like you have these two elements, right? So if you now just use the indexOfSublist, then how you can use it? So first I have already told you that this method will give you the index position, right? So obviously the index position are the integer type value. Okay, and then you can collections dot index of sublist, then you have to write the list. Okay, means the source list that you want. Okay, and then you have to write the target list. So Eclipse automatically takes it, but I want this thing only. So yeah, means this method will give you the first occurrence of the index position from where this str sublist starts. Okay, so just if you just print it, then you can see println I, you can see it will give you -1. Why so it will give you -1? Because if you see your array list AL, then you can see after this DHI you have JKL, but it's not the sublist that you want, because in your array list, means in str array list, you have, what is the array list you have? DHI, then you have DEF, means if you just print this array list, then you can get DHI, then you can get DEF. So obviously these two sublists are not same, right? That's why this will give you -1. Okay, so for that you can use like you can use another array list, or you can not get your desired letter for this str array list. Okay, so for that case you can use another array list, like here just let me create another str array list. Okay, str1. Okay, so you have this ABC and DEF. Okay, ABC then DEF. I mean, if you just print this array, then you will get ABC, or just a second, ABC and then DEF, right? So obviously this sequence is also present in your AL array list. So obviously in that case it will not give you -1. Okay, and what it will give you? It will obviously give you 0, because okay, this just run it. Okay, so as you can see, you can get 0. Why so? Because what is the starting position of this str1 array list? Okay, you have ABC and then DEF, right? And in this AL array list, you have ABC then DEF, and what is the starting position of this sub array? That is start, the first index position, right? Now, okay, so our next method is last index of. Okay, so last index of method will also give you the index position, but this method will give you the last occurrence of the particular array list, means the not the array list, actually also you can say like a sub list in our source array list. Okay, so the first thing is that this index of array list will give you the first occurrence of the sub list from our source array list. Okay, and this last index of will give you the last occurrence of this particular sublist in our source array list. Okay, let me just use the method and then you will get it better. Okay, so collections dot last index of, then you have to write the source array list. Okay, means here our source array list AL, then you have to specify the target array list. Okay, so now if you just print it, then you will get 0. Why so? Because in our AL array list, okay, our first occurrence and the last occurrence are same, because you have this sub list. Okay, ABC and this DEF. Okay, and this ABC DEF is the first occurrence is 0 index position, and also the last occurrence is also the 0th index position. Okay, if you just run it, then it will give you 0. Okay, so it's like suppose in our array list you can use multiple times, you can add the same elements, right? So that's why if you just add the same elements again for our AL array list, okay, so if we just use AL, then if you just run it, will give you 5. Okay, why so? Because just let me just print this array list first. So println out so println okay AL, right? So now if you just run it, and you can see this is your AL array list. Okay, so what is the first occurrence of this sublist ABC then DEF? This one, right? This one, right? That's why this method, means this index of sublist method, will give you the 0, means the first occurrence of the sublist. Okay, but the last index of sublist method will give you the last occurrence of the particular sublist in your source array list. Okay, so here this is your array list, right? So if you just like calculate the index position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this 5 and 6. Okay, means it is the last index position of your sublist, as your sublist stars. Okay, I think getting my point. If you have any question, you can obviously ask me in the comment section. So now let's go to our last method. Our last method is clean method. Okay, means if you just want to clean your elements, if you just want to remove all the elements in your array list, then you can use clean method. Okay, so if you just clean it, then it will not give you anything. If you just use this empty array list, then you can see this will give you now true. Why so? Because your array list is totally empty, means your array list size is 0. Okay, but before, if you can see, this array will give you false. So because now your array size is 0, means your array list is totally empty. Okay, so yeah, so that's all for this video. I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you have any question, you can definitely ask me in the comment section. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.